If we use any labels to not engage in Dharma practice, if we use any labels to not engage in Dharma practice, then let's make it very simple and let's make it very direct. The people we love, we actually don't love. The people that we love, we actually don't love. And that stems back from Shantideva's Bodhisattva Charyavatara. If we don't engage in spiritual practice, we don't love the people we love, although we say we love them. Why? There is ultimate love, and there is ego love. Ego love is, this person gives me security, this person helps to distract me, this person helps me to make my time go away easier, this person helps me to relieve my stress. It's always about me, 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 me. So what happens, in fact, with this person, we create even more negative karma. We create even more negative affinity. So that's why certain people we meet in life after life after life after life after life. Even in certain situations, if our relationship is very pleasant with a person, if we look at it on a very superficial level, yes, it's a result of good karma. But think now. For a lot of you, we can go to the next level now. If we think about it carefully, a very pleasant relationship is very dangerous. Why? It takes us away from spiritual practice. If that's not the case, Buddha would not have become a monk. We think about that. So if we have a very pleasant relationship, the key is, of course, we can stay in the relationship, but we must stay in the relationship with awareness of this truth, so that we will engage in spiritual practice that ultimately help the person and ourselves. And that's why I always stress, if you love your mother, if you love your father, if you love your friends, and you love the people who are kind to you, you will engage in spiritual practice. That's why I told many people for many years. A lot of people look at it on a very superficial level. Oh, I make offerings to my mother, I dedicate for my mother, I help my mother. It's very good, but that's very superficial, and that doesn't go very far. If you really love your mother, if you really love your father, if we really love our teachers and our friends and our Dharma brothers and sisters and people all around us, if we really love them, do you know how you love them? By doing what Shakyamuni did. Confronting your attachments. Why did Shakyamuni leave the palace? Why did Shakyamuni at such a young age give up his beauty, his hair, his clothes, his ornaments, his kingdom, his life, his position, his fabulous wife, his beautiful son, his dancing girls, his mother, his father, his food, his palace, his servants, the walls, the riches? Why did he give all that up? Openly, directly, for a normal mind, it looks like he gave up. He didn't give up. He didn't give up at all. In fact, he loved them so much, he went to do something about his love. Just like Jesus Christ. Just like Jesus. Lord Buddha loved so much. And how did he love? He felt that level of bodhisattva, where it was his last lifetime. It was absolutely his last lifetime that he will be in samsara, uncontrolled. Supposedly. Alright? Uncontrolled. Let me use that immediately. Because he loved his mother and father, and all the mother and fathers he's had in his previous lives. And his wife, his sons, his servants, his attendants. He loved everyone so much. He cut his attachments. And with so much obstacles from his parents, and his obstacles weren't just 1 year or 2 years. It was from the time of his birth they protected him and avoided him from seeing the truth and the sufferings and the difficulties and of human existence. Old age and sickness and separation. They separated him from that. They avoided him from seeing that. They did everything they can to stop that. But because his imprints were so strong, with so much obstacles, if it was in our case, imagine. Just imagine. Imagine Lim Tak Ming. You surround him with 900 beautiful dancing girls, voluptuous, and then we say, go be a monk. Maybe it would be very hard. Very, very hard. Imagine Koki. We fill the room with Dharma books and pizza. And we say, go be a monk. Oh yeah, it's got air conditioning too. Think about it. It sounds like a joke, but all of us have these attachments. I do too. If we pile the room with lots and lots of money, FDs and gold bricks and diamonds, and it's just filled with all this money, and it's overwhelmed with money. It's just tremendous. You can't get away from the money. And since he psychically knows he's going to be Big Joseph, he's not good. Because he's sitting there going, he's a good sport. He's a very good sport. Really is a good sport. But he has to be a good sport because he wants to be enlightened. So we have to get our mind away from, I like this, I don't like this. Lama C students today, they stop when it doesn't bother them anymore. The lamas are very kind. To put themselves in people's view as nasty. They break their conventions. And people question, why is the Lama so nasty? The Lamas are very kind to put themselves in that light open. So therefore, if you put Joseph in a room full of money and FDs and gold, that's the same attachment as the videos and the pizza and the books. Why is Koki's, inverted commas, attachment bigger than inverted commas Joseph's? Attachment is attachment. It's what keeps us away from spiritual practice. One is not worse than the other. So if you keep a room full of that and you tell Joseph, go be a monk, give up everything. Give up, that's a negative connotation. Renounce. Fight hard. Fight hard. Fight hard. That's why we respect monks and we fold our hands to monks and we support monks. We don't say negative things about them. We don't put them down. We don't slice them up. We don't criticize them because we have never reached that level where we can give up anything. So even if you have a monk that's negative, inverted commas bad, you see the little fat, you see the little greedy, they don't meditate as much, they're still better than you. They're still better. They're still much better than you. That's what the older monks tell us when we're in a monastery. You don't look at the few vows that they damaged. You look at the vows that they haven't damaged. That's much more. 253 to be exact. So if they damage 2 or 3 vows, they still have 240 plus. That's more than you will ever be able to even think about. So therefore, Lord Buddha loved everyone so much. He renounced. And look what happened. Look how much benefit he brought to the world for thousands of years. That is an example that inspires people. That is an example that we should learn to be inspired by. We shouldn't be inspired by any example lower than that. And I'll tell you why. Because we've all along been inspired by examples lower than that. Our whole lives, our previous lives. But look where we are still. We're still confused. We still get thrown off. We still give up. We still feel angry. We still feel happy. We still feel exuberated. We still feel totally depressed. Those are all the same two sides of a coin. Two sides of a coin. So therefore, Lord Buddha showed us by example how he loved all sentient beings. So if we want to follow a certain percentage of what Lord Buddha did, because we have taken refuge and we believe in Lord Buddha, or we believe in human qualities, not even Buddhists per se, human qualities, we really believe in that. If we believe, we will start with the very people we love. We will start with the very people that have been kind to us, before and current, by engaging in spiritual practice. People feel that if you engage in spiritual practice, you don't spend time with this person, you don't do this with this person, you don't give them this, you don't give them that you are selfish, you're uncaring, and you're not nurturing. That's wrong view. Then Buddha was uncaring and unnurturing. Don't talk about he didn't spend time with his wife and kid. He said, see you later. And in fact, he ran away in the middle of the night. If you did that today, how would he look at the husband? Imagine the husband in the middle of the night get into his car and speeds away into the forest. Think about it. But how come it's okay for Buddha to do that, but if a normal guy does that today, it's not okay? Think about it. Why is it if a guy gets in his car, packs up his bags, and then his driver takes him out, if he has a driver, because Buddha had a charioteer driver, and then when he reaches a certain point, he says, bye-bye. And then why is that looked upon as negative? But when Buddha did that, we go, wow, he's so renounced. He's so fabulous. I want to do that. I pray to do that. Why? Let me make it simple. Motivation and goal. Motivation and goal. So we're getting our car to say goodbye to our wife, bye-bye in the middle of the night because we're going to our mistress. No one's going to go money. No one. If we're getting in the car because we're a loser and we can't support our wife, we can't support our kids because we're a loser, and we don't push ourselves to be a winner, and we get in the middle of the car to drive back somewhere else to disappear, no one goes, oh, money came home. No one. So the action is the same. Today, a husband gets in a car and says, see you later, wife, see you later, kids, see you later, lover, see you later, whoever. Why don't anybody fold their hands and say wonderful? Because the motivation is different. You think about it. It makes total sense. But when Buddha left his wife, when Buddha left his kids, we glamorize it. We talk about it. We write about it. We carve it on the Borobudur stupas in Indonesia. We draw pankas of it. We write books on it. We write scriptures on it. We recite it. We admire it. We praise it. We recount it. We share it with our children. Buddha left his kids. Buddha left his wife. Buddha left his parents. Buddha left them. We share it, we love it, we fold our hands to it, we prostrate to the man who abandoned his family and his parents. Think about it. That's what he did. He gave up everything. He renounced. And yet, we're sitting there prostrating to him. Why do we prostrate to something that we don't admire? Of course we have to prostrate to something we admire, because deep down inside we know what we need to do. We know what we need to do. And if we don't do it, I'm not going to tell you a Dharma protector is going to get you, because they won't. I'm not going to tell you that it's bad karma, because it's not that directly. What I'm going to tell you is, you're asking for trouble. Why are you asking for trouble? Because the trouble and the energy for trouble will build up. How will it build up? How can actions coming out of the ego bring good results? Do you want to fill the lake with more toxins? Or with fresh water, eventually it will flush out the toxins. Do you want to fill your body with more toxins or fresh water to flush out the toxins? Obviously, you must put in fresh water. Similarly, if we keep feeding the ego and keep feeding with more toxins and negative actions that are motivated by the self-cherishing mind, how can your mind be happy or bring happiness to others? Please think. You're here for 2-3 hours. Use this time, open your mind and think. Think. Utilize this moment. And think very hard. Why do we admire the actions of Lord Buddha and what he did? Whereas in today's terms, it will be considered very bad. Motivation. Totally motivation. Totally the end. So therefore, if we love our husbands and wives, if we love the children that we have, if we got or don't got, if we love our parents, if we love our friends, if we love anyone, and by the way, the ultimate one is if we love ourselves, we will engage in spiritual practice. We will engage. Why will we engage in spiritual practice? We say we work very hard because we love other people. We give up our time and energy because we love other people. So if we love other people so much and that we can do so much, wouldn't we want to do something even more than just money and house and company and security and entertainment and watching TV? Wouldn't we want to do something more if we truly love them? So that's how we examine. Do we really love another person? Do we really love the people that are kind to us, or we're actually using them? Using them is harsh, but I don't mean it in a harsh way. Are we using them? If we are using our parents, using our lovers, using our husbands and wives, and using our co-workers around us, then we will not be motivated to do spiritual practice. Why is that? Because When we don't gain attainments, when we don't cut the self-cherishing mind, when we keep engaging in activities that make us deeper and deeper and deeper in activities that feed the self-cherishing mind, how can that be love? How can that be love? It's actually using others, using situations. So why do I say that? Why do I say that? It relates directly to what Chögyam Trungpa Rinpoche is teaching us in this book. So therefore, people say, oh, I need to spend time with I hear that for the last 15, 20 years. I need to spend time with my wife. I need to spend time with my husband. Wonderful. 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 And the more you spend time with them, that's wonderful, but ultimately what do they get and what do you get? What do they get and what do you get? And when you see your partner's life ebbing away and they're dying, what can you do for them? Even holding their hands brings no benefit anymore. They can't feel it. Or if you're going away, your life is ebbing away and their partner is looking at you, you create even more suffering for them. Because in your life, if you've done nothing to benefit others and you've done more negative actions, you create more suffering in your partner. Why? Because your partner will be very worried for you. Very worried for your leader. Very worried for what's going to happen to you. Why is that? They may have been patient with the way you acted during your life. But in death, the truth comes out. So you create more suffering with your partner. So therefore, what's my point? These words are poignant. They're very strong. But they're the truth. Everything that I talked about right now that has nothing to do with you praying, meditating, chanting mantras, kowtowing, offering incense. That's not the religion that I teach. Everything here I'm teaching you is every human being can think and examine and use their brain. The type of Dharma I like is use your brain one. Not listen to gossip, not listen to criticism, not listen to negative talk, not listen to talk that drag you down or make you confused or make you feel even more unhappy. That's the kind of Dharma I like.